What if I told you the Dancing Queen, maybe one of the most perfect pop songs ever written, was never supposed to be released? Seriously, it's true. One single, last-minute decision in the studio is what made it ABBA's biggest hit. And its journey, well, it's packed with some pretty incredible twists.
And that quote from Benny Andersson, it's everything, isn't it? It's really the key to unlocking the magic of ABBA. So, today, we're going to dive deep into the story of their most iconic song. We'll uncover its accidental beginnings, the secret sadness hidden inside that incredible melody, and the high-stakes gamble that almost kept it from ever seeing the light of day.
All right, here's the journey we're about to take. We're going to go from a simple, accidental groove in the studio all the way to a global anthem that, let's be honest, still rules the world.
Okay, let's head back in time. We're going to 1975, and the story of Dancing Queen doesn't start with some big flash of genius. Nope, it begins with a simple, infectious rhythm, a rhythm that was never actually meant to become the song we all know and love today.
Can you believe it? The song that would become Dancing Queen actually started with the working title Boogaloo. Seriously, Benny and Bjorn were really vibing with the disco sounds of the time, especially George McCrae's Rock Your Baby. So they took this groove, escaped to their little writing cabin on Vigzo Island, and just started building. They layered on that melody we can all hum in our sleep. It wasn't instant magic. It was a slow, piece-by-piece construction of what would become pure pop perfection.
But this is where the story gets really interesting. They have this perfect song, right? They know it's a monster hit. And what do? They make a decision that could have just buried it forever. So the question is, why? Why would you do that?
I know, it sounds completely nuts, doesn't it? But here's the thing. The band and their legendary manager, Stig Andersson, they had some serious doubts. But these weren't doubts about the song's quality. This was all about strategy. They were playing chess, not checkers.
See, it all came down to their last big hit, Mamma Mia. It was huge, right? An upbeat pop classic. And they were worried that following it up with another upbeat pop track would just be too predictable. So they made a massive gamble. They put Dancing Queen on the shelf and decided to release the epic, sweeping ballad Fernando instead. It was a huge risk, and it meant the world would have to wait months to hear what we now know is a masterpiece. But every great story has that one breakthrough moment, right? After sitting on a shelf for months, this song needed the absolute perfect stage to finally make its debut. And when that moment came, wow. It wasn't just a premiere. It was a full-on coronation. And that perfect stage? It came in the form of a royal invitation. ABBA was asked to perform at this huge televised gala in Stockholm. The occasion? Oh, just the wedding of Sweden's King Carl XVI Gustaf and Sylvia Sommerlath. And the song they chose to debut for this once-in-a-lifetime royal event? You guessed it, Dancing Queen.
I mean, just think about that for a second. They performed a song called Dancing Queen for an actual queen-to-be. It's one of those moments where life and art just collide perfectly. The performance was an absolute sensation, and from that night on, ABBA weren't just pop stars, they were pop royalty.
But, that incredible debut is only half the story. To really get Dancing Queen, you have to understand the central paradox of ABBA itself, this sound of pure, unfiltered joy that so often came from a place of deep, hidden melancholy. Like Benny Andersson said, even their happiest songs are sad deep down. And that feeling, it's not an accident. It comes straight from the heart of Swedish folk music, from a culture that's been shaped by those long, dark Scandinavian winters. It's this incredible mix of total joy and a kind of quiet sadness, and that's what gives their music such an amazing emotional punch. And you can hear that conflict so clearly in Agnetha's voice. When she's hitting those soaring, joyful notes that just make the song, she was often privately struggling with the insane pressures of being a global superstar. She really didn't like touring, she just wanted to be home with her kids. And that longing, that little bit of heartbreak, you can feel it woven right into her performance. It's what makes it so powerful. So, you've got this song with all this emotional complexity bubbling just beneath the surface. How in the world did it become such a massive global phenomenon? Well, the numbers, they tell a pretty staggering story of just how completely Dancing Queen took over the planet.
This is pretty mind-blowing when you think about it. For a band with hit after hit all over the world, Dancing Queen is their only #1 single in the United States. Their one and only. It was this incredible, singular moment of triumph, proving that their sound could break through in what was and still is the toughest music market on earth.
And the success of that one song lifted the whole ship. The album it was on, Arrival, became an absolute juggernaut. It shot to #1 in 12 different countries. This was the moment that really cemented ABBA's status as true, bona fide global superstars.
And here's the crazy part. The song's power just kept growing. Decades later, it became the absolute emotional heart of the Mamma Mia movie musical, a movie that went on to gross over $600 million worldwide. That's all the proof you need that this wasn't just a hit song. It was a timeless story that could connect with people over and over again.
And that brings us right up to today. Decades after it first hit the airwaves, Dancing Queen isn't just some dusty old memory. No way. It is a living, breathing part of our culture. Its reign is, well, it's endless. I mean, its legacy is just everywhere. You've got iconic cover versions like Erasures that brought it to a whole new audience. You've got its starring role in the Mamma Mia movies, and now you have it being celebrated every single night at that revolutionary ABBA Voyage concert in London. Dancing Queen just keeps finding new ways to be reborn. And you know what? That quote from Bjorn about the ABBA Voyage audience, it's the perfect metaphor for the song itself. He says their minds know they're not really there, but their hearts feel like they are. That's exactly what it's like to listen to Dancing Queen. It's this creation that's so emotionally powerful, it just transcends time. It feels forever present, forever real.
So there you have it, from a risky, last-minute decision in a studio to a global anthem of pure joy and hidden sadness. The story of Dancing Queen is every bit as layered and beautiful as the song itself. It's a song that really belongs to all of us now. So I have to ask, what's your Dancing Queen memory? That moment you hear it and it just takes you back. Let us know down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and hey, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the music you love.